live. We have a very exciting show today. I am going to deliver the number one secret for maximum weight loss. The number one secret. So if you're just joining us, in the comment, let us know, where are you coming from and what type of diabetes are you living with? We'd love to know that in the chat box. Even if you're watching the replay later on, put that in the chat box. We want to interact with you guys. We read all the comments. We have a team that's moderately overwhelmed by the comments, but that's good because we love interacting with you guys. So let me know where you're coming from, what type of diabetes are you living with. I'm on the road today, so I'm actually going to be showing you how I'm going to make a simple meal on the road. So I'm in an office right now in Austin, Texas, and so I have purchased a bunch of ingredients, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to put together my meal, how I'm going to measure it, and it's all going to tie in to the number one secret, okay? So we have Rebecca from Charleston, South Carolina. I love that. Karen's coming to us from Ohio with type 2. Welcome. I've been living with type 1 diabetes for 23 years, for those of you who don't know that. Sharon says hi. Hello from Arizona. Excellent, excellent. I'm glad to have you guys with us. So I'd also like to know, as you're coming in, let me know, would you like to lose weight and how many pounds? Like just write 10 in the chat box, write 20, write 50. How many pounds are you looking to drop off of your body, okay? So Rebecca says, do you really need to weigh your food after 23 years? Rebecca, great question. I've been living with type 1 for 23 years, and I've been following the Mastering Diabetes method for over 17 years, and I measure my food for optimal insulin dosing, all right? That's why I measure my food, all right? So I know exactly how much insulin to dose, and I can, achieve my best blood glucose control. All right, Alva says she wants to lose 40 pounds. Sandy wants to lose 40. Sonia wants to lose 10. Rebecca lost 7. You want to lose 33 more. All right, let's go. Let's keep it going. 15, 50 from Christy, 20, 40. All right, you guys are in the right place. I'm seeing everything is like double digits here. So we're going to talk about this today, and we're going to have a lot of fun. Okay, so before I get into making my meal, I want to tell you guys about the number one secret. I'm actually going to share my screen for this. So I'm going to go to present. I'm going to go to share screen, and I'm going to do, actually, I think I'll do entire screen. No, I'm going to do window, share, and hopefully this works. So play from current slide. So this is just somebody who has been a part of our coaching program, and she lost 45 pounds and she barely even committed. All right. This person lost 100 pounds. They're feeling so grateful, it brings them to tears. This person lost 50 pounds. Look at that facial transformation. It's absolutely incredible. All right. So what I want to do then is I want to actually skip to a different section here so I can give you a little visual on this. Play from current slide. All right. So this is from a presentation I did where there were many different secrets, but this is the number one thing we're talking about today. The number one secret is calorie density. Learning how to master this topic and really understand it with every single thing that you put in your body, and understanding the importance is the name of the game when it comes to sustainable, permanent, long-term weight loss. So on the screen, this is a graphic that our friends over at Forks Over Knives developed. And what it is it's showing how your stomach is filled based on certain foods. And so on the far left, you see oil. The problem with oil is, number one, it's not giving enough volume in your stomach in order to activate your stretch receptors or your nutrient density receptors. Okay, your stomach is like understands, okay, how much nutrients did I get? How much volume is here? And it's sending a signal to your brain. Cheese has the same problem. All right, not that many nutrients, low in the volume area. Meat, similar problem. Then once you get to our green light foods, now you're starting to fill up your stomach and you're getting maximum nutrients to your body. You're not starving and craving food all the time. All right, so I want to go back. I want to stop sharing. I want to ask you guys, do you experience food cravings, right? Cravings in the chat box. If that's been like one of the challenges along the way, like you're kind of just always hungry. You're kind of just, it's just like you're hungry all the time. And it's like you're craving food, like you want more, you want more. If that's true for you, write cravings in the chat box if you experience that. And that's been a challenge in your weight loss journey. Okay, Betha, Christy. Okay, so that graphic was part of the reason why this happens. Okay, it's because you're not getting full enough, especially when you're trying to restrict, you're trying to lose weight, and the nutrient receptors aren't getting activated. All right, so I see cravings coming in. All right, so now one thing we have put together is we've actually created a brand new coaching module, a new program. It's called Mastering Weight Loss. And so we've put together a really cool guide to announce this new programs. And if you write the word yo-yo in the chat box, you will get this. It's 4 tips to finally lose weight and stop yo-yo dieting for good. So just write yo-yo in the chat box and you're going to get this guide sent to you. So if you want the guide, just write yo-yo. If you're on YouTube, you have to come and write it on Facebook or you have to DM us. That's how we get you this guide. But this also has essential tips for implementing the number 1 principle, which is calorie density. And when I make my lunch today, which I'm going to make right in front of you guys here today, and I'm going to even dose my insulin for it, we're going to see calorie density in action. All right, so if you want this guide, write yo-yo. If you want to learn some more about calorie density, write yo-yo. That's how you get this. Okay, so with that said, calorie density, what is it, right? What is it? What it is it's the principle of how many calories are in any given bite of food. And so one thing you got to understand about calorie density, it's a constant. It doesn't matter how much oil you eat. The oil is still the most calorie dense food on the planet. The hidden oils in processed food, the oils that you're putting on top of your salads, is one of the biggest culprits in weight gain and the challenge of losing weight. All right. So what you want is foods that are in the appropriate calorie density range. It's not even about just going to the lowest. It's about going to the appropriate range. And if you put yo-yo in the chat box, the guy is going to help you understand that. But I'm going to make lunch right now, okay? I'm going to make my lunch. I'm on the road. Okay? I want you guys to write a comment, okay? Write C in the chat box if it's challenging for you when you are traveling. That's one of the biggest times where you kind of like lose it a little bit. You can't see in the chat box if it's challenging when you're traveling, you're on the road, you're even like social events, even parties, business engagements. Like it's just like that's one of the biggest challenges and it derails you. And okay, good. So I'm seeing good. You guys are. It makes sense. We hear this a lot. Part of our personalized coaching program is to help you master this amongst a million things. Is master this one, and there's a million different ways to do this. And inside the coaching program, we'll give you all kinds of options and ways to do this. And you might not want to eat as much fruit and greens as I eat in one meal. That's okay. But there's like ways you can have quick grains that are cooked. Like there's a way you can have quinoa that's already pre-cooked. Like there's so many different ways to do this. It's amazing. But what I'm going to show you is how I do it, because I eat fruits and greens and I buy foods that are just like already ready to go. So here we go. Simple meals. That's what we do on this show. And so I have my food scale and my bowl. I'll put that right here. Okay, there we go. Perfect. All right. And I got this arugula. Okay. Pre-cleaned arugula. That's easy to get at just about any grocery store. Okay. And I'm just going to open this box. It's pre-cleaned. I don't need to wash anything. Just put it in here. Just put it in the bowl. Okay. I love arugula. So I'm going to go pretty strong on the arugula here because I love. And what you're seeing, guys, as I'm making this salad, the principle of calorie density is being in the works. I'm going to put together this big bowl. It's going to look like I'm eating a lot of food. And it's going to be like, how do you eat all that? And the answer is because it's a bunch of water, and it's a bunch of fiber, and the calorie density is low compared to what you saw on screen, the oil, the cheese, the meat. Okay? So that's what we're doing here. The principle of calorie density at work. And also, so that's my blood glucose right now. It's 126. Feeling good about that. And we're going to go to a chronometer on the phone. And I'm going to type in my lunch, add food. So I'm just going to add a food here. I'm going to type in arugula. Super simple. Typing in arugula, I'm going to enter in 60 grams. Boom. I'm going to know exactly what I'm eating here. Next, I found these figs. Found these figs at the grocery store today. So I'm going to do the scale. Don't need the top. And look at that. Oh my gosh. Okay. Write fruit in the chat box if you want to eat more fruit and lose weight. Write fruit in the chat box if you want. I mean, that is an unbelievable piece of produce right there. So I'm just going to start putting these figs in the bowl, right? Oh my gosh, I love figs. What an amazing time of year. The produce situation in this world right now is just fantastic. Okay. We are so proud to help people lose weight by getting to eat more whole carbohydrate-rich foods, including an abundance of fruit. And there's many, many reasons why fruit is so good for helping you lose weight. But today, one of it is because of the calorie density, which is the number one secret. So if you're just joining us, number one secret for maximum weight loss is truly understanding and implementing calorie density. So that's figs, 302 grams. All right. Figs, just type it into here. Figs raw, 302. Boom, we got it. Okay. Next up, I am going to put some berries in this meal. Blueberries, easy to find. There's no, like the prep time on this meal, like it's super fast. As a matter of fact, the prep time could be close to zero if I wasn't like doing all this for you guys. And all I did was just like grab these ingredients and just start eating. So this is a simple meal. This is an option. This is one tool to put in your tool belt of how you can manage your food intake in order to maximize your weight loss. So if you want the amazing guide, write yo-yo. If you want the scientific principles, the guide for how to truly lose weight permanently, you just write yo-yo in the chat box and we'll take care of that for you, all right? So I'm putting these blueberries in here and they're going to be wildly delicious. I hope you guys are seeing how simple this is. It does not need to be complex. Any grocery store has this stuff, okay? So the blueberries, I just have 132 grams here. So let's add blueberries, 132. Blueberries, 132. Super easy. It's adding up now, okay? Next, I got some bananas. Boom. These are really beautiful, delicious. Look at that banana. That's called an ice cream banana, right? So this I actually brought with me. I traveled with it. I'm just going to put it on here. 1. And we're going to do 2. Okay. I think I'm just going to do 2 bananas for this salad. I think that's fine. And then I'm going to throw in some, so 2 bananas is 150. Let's see if I have my towel with me. No. Okay. 150 for the bananas. Bananas, 150. Boom. Okay. Then I'm going to take these beautiful grapes. Grapes, right? Okay. How many of you write F in the chat box if you have a fear of grapes and just fruit in general, right? F in the chat box. Grapes will spike my insulin. Grapes are going to spike my blood glucose. They're too high on the glycemic index. I can't eat grapes. I don't get to enjoy grapes. Write F if that's true for you. Boy, do I love grapes. Grapes are a great food. And this is one of my favorite types of grapes. These like dark purple ones. Now I'm going to start putting them on my salad here. And what I'm showing you, again, this is part of the principle, guys. It's part of the principle of what we're teaching you at Mastering Diabetes. All right? These foods, you don't have to avoid things like this when you learn how to, first off, address the root of insulin resistance, and number two, eat greens and non-starchy vegetables with your meals. Okay? People are telling you to consume more protein, more fat and more protein in order to try and stabilize your blood glucose. It's the biggest mistake in the history of trying to address insulin resistance. It's a gigantic mistake. What you need to do is add more greens and non-starchy vegetables to help you work your way out of an insulin resistant state. So I'm going to enjoy these grapes because I'm eating them with other foods, including mainly the greens. I'm going to enjoy them slowly, and I'm not going to have any blood glucose problems. And I'm absurdly insulin sensitive. All right. So I just put in 94 grams, add food, grapes. Let's see here, grapes, 94 grams, add, okay? And then I'm gonna have one apple with this meal, all right? One apple. We're gonna put that on here, measure the apple. This apple is it's a big apple, right? Apple, 302. Apple, 302. Boom. Okay, this meal is 172 grams of carbohydrate. I'm going to do a ratio of 40 to 1. 172 divided by 40, that's going to be 4.3. I'm going to go with 4 units because I'm hungry. All right? So I'm living with type 1 diabetes. So what do we got here? We got Humalog. It's a junior pen, so I can do half units, right? Half units. All right, boom. And I'm going to enjoy this lunch. So, guys, if you want the guide, write yo-yo. If you want the guide, maybe put it up on the screen again, Bess. But the number one secret, who in the chat box, not in the chat box, write yo-yo if you want the guide. But if you're on YouTube, you have to write it on Facebook. You have to email us. The number one secret for maximum weight loss is understanding calorie density. That's the number one secret. You have to understand calorie density. And this meal right here, this meal is the perfect principles. Calorie density, it works. I'm going to eat all that. I'm going to eat this gigantic bowl. That's going to be my lunch today. And let's see if we did the math. Let's see if I can figure out how many pounds of food is in just this one meal. If my app will tell me. I have to do a little bit of math. But most people eat somewhere between roughly like 3 to 5 pounds of food per day. I personally eat well over 13 pounds of edible food per day. That's how high the water content is and the fiber. You get to eat more and weigh less. Eat more and weigh less. It's a huge, huge benefit of this method. So what I really want for you guys to do is just feel amazing. Just feel amazing, feel confident in your body, live your best life. Write yo-yo in the chat box if you want that guide and you want to get on that journey. You want to get on that path. I also want to emphasize how quickly things turn around, right? If there's anybody here today watching that wants to share some of their success, put that in the chat box as well. If anybody started implementing the Mastering Diabetes method and you saw some weight come off, because that's the fun part, how quickly it starts, right? Who would be happy with, a significant amount of weight coming off, but then staying off? But the momentum to know that it's working is what's so powerful about the Mastering Diabetes method and our brand new program that you can have access to called Mastering Weight Loss, Okay. Lost 10 pounds and have major depression and feeling much better. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. I love that. Oh, yes, write yo-yo in the comments if you want the guide. I love you guys taking action on that. Now, the most important thing is once you get the guide, you got to promise me you're going to do something with it, right? Like, please write P in the chat box if you promise me you're going to read the guide and you're going to take action. Put P in the chat box. Are you an action taker? I've lost 7.4 pounds in 2 weeks eating this way. That's fantastic. Okay. I have started MD recently, down 30 pounds. HbA1c down from 5.2, down from 52 to 69. Oh, I see. It was 69 and went down to 50. Okay, the P. I like the P's. Action takers. Action takers. What good does it do if you get the guide and you don't do anything with it? Like I'm seeing these promises, and our team is going to be following up with you guys. I want more and more people showing up to this show saying, I did it. Like, you just saw the results. Like, if you just do it for a week, you start to see that it works. And what you're going to be doing by taking action is you're going to be disproving all the confusing information out there. It's so confusing. So many people are telling you, don't eat fruit, don't eat potatoes, don't eat beans, limit those foods because you're going to spike your insulin, you're going to spike your blood glucose, and carbs are going to make you gain weight. It's complete rubbish. It's complete rubbish. Completely incorrect. Factually, like, no questions asked. It's incorrect. When you learn how to eat whole, carbohydrate-rich foods with the appropriate calorie density in a low-fat environment with the proper combinations, which you'll learn about in the Yo-Yo guide, right? Yo-Yo, if you want the guide. Lost 13 pounds since July 3rd. Feel great. Also take Amla Green. Combination can't be beat. Marilyn, I love that. I love that. It's exactly right. The combination can't be beat. So this is about you guys getting the facts and then taking action. Okay? Somebody wants to know where to purchase Amla Green. Bess, maybe you can share on the screen. There, you just Google Amla Green and it'll take you to the website. Go to amlagreen.com. If you want to, you could also get it on Amazon. It's also available on Amazon. I like to buy things on Amazon. That's the truth for me. But we're trying to make it easily accessible for you guys. But amlagreen.com, sometimes there's some special bonuses there. So, guys, I saw the P's. The team's going to follow up. The P, you wrote P, I'm telling you, the team's going to check in and be like, okay, like, did you do it? Like, where are you at? What's happening? How's it going? How can we help? That's what we're here to do. So this has been fantastic, guys. I've thoroughly enjoyed spending time with you all. Again, I hope you guys remember from this presentation, there's one thing to walk away with. You have to master calorie density. This is only like, 25-minute show or something. You're not going to like learn it all in just this short period of time. It's going to take implementation. It's going to take practice. And to be able to go to any situation, look at any meal, look at any packaged food, and really understand the overall concept of like, what does this mean in regards to calorie density? Looking at food through the lens of calorie density. You can also, and thinking about the nutrition density and filling up your stomach and activating those nutrition receptors. It's a different way to look at food. It's a really different way to look at food. And it also helps you, this is kind of a little bit of a trick in some sense, because by focusing on calorie density, you are automatically going to be limiting your fat intake, which is essential for becoming truly insulin sensitive for now and in the long term. Like truly maximum insulin sensitivity, it's going to require low fat foods. When you learn calorie density, you learn that nuts and seeds are very calorie dense. Avocados are very calorie dense. Coconut meat's very calorie dense. Meat products, cheese, oil, processed foods, calorie dense. Not good. And you want appropriate calorie density. This is another huge point here. I'm going to deliver this one last point, then we're going to go. Okay. You can't eat a diet that's too low in calorie density. If all you ate was just lettuce and like just a bunch of greens, it's not lots of nutrients, full stomach, but you'll be hungry in an hour. You'll be hungry 2 hours because you didn't get the right balance. So the yo-yo guide is going to help lead you towards the appropriate calorie density. It's about an appropriate. It's not just going low. It's appropriate. And we have a whole program that gives you that. So the yo-yo guide is going to help you understand that and get this principle. So you guys are going to read it. Everybody who said P, we're going to make a note. You promised you're going to take action. You're going to come back. You're going to be one of these success stories, okay? That's what we're looking for. So this was super fun. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your week. I will see you on Friday, same time, same place. Mark your calendar. Every Wednesday, every Friday, you can tune into this Mastering Diabetes channel, and you can ask us questions. You can interact. Most importantly, learn key information to take action on. So we'll be in touch with you guys. We'll be messaging you. Expect that from us. We care about you. We want you to succeed. We want you to have the right information. And don't forget, if you want the free guide, you just have to comment yo-yo. All right, everybody. Have a great rest of your day.